Yeah. So, originally, I wasn't going to do this, but then I stopped and thought to myself, what did I really think about the game after we were said and done with it? Hey guys, welcome back to the Inner Recesses of My Mind, and today we're talking about, well, Sonic Omens again. I'm joined by the two other members that joined me along the ride for this insanity, Kang of Bigbruntoons and Dapper'z Pad.
What's up, I'm niggas? Who's into your moms?
Oh god damn it. D.
I bet.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna have an introduction, bro.
Oh, I didn't know.
God damn it. I'm keeping this in. So what's there really to say? It was a Sonic game. However, for a lot of folks that don't know, this is a fan-made game that's free to play that you can get on Game Jolts. If you want to play it, I'll put a link down in the description. If not, meh. But the thing that really gets me about this game is everybody knows there's been a lot of controversy for it left and right, and it's very decisive. Well, divisive anyway. And I personally see where the anger is, but I also see where what they were trying to do in the process too, when they made the game. But honestly, we're going to probably just not talk about that. We're just going to talk about what we got. And I've played both versions that were available at the time. The one that I downloaded, that I played with the more of the glitches, and of course the updated patch, which was 3.0.1. Probably didn't notice much of that until we got into the last half of the series. So there's that off jump. But what I really wanted to talk about is like the main parts of the game that I actually were okay with. Starting by the visuals. I've noticed a lot of pop in and out for certain spots, and that's not really that big a deal, but it is noticeable, especially when it comes to different parts of the levels itself. Case in point, Weeping Rift. While we were going through majority of the level, which yes, I'm bringing up a level I hate first, and then we'll joke about the other stuff later. Some of the materials that they were using for the environment, I noticed while I was going through one of the chasms, some orange shit popped up immediately after I got closer. So I was like, what the fuck?
Shit was whack.
Yeah. But then another topic, and I feel like Kang and Dapper have a lot to weigh in on this one, was the voice acting. Go.
Yo, Chris Thorndike fucking died.
God damn it!
Yo, Shadow out here sounding like Tonio Banderas, bro. What happened?
I'm working.
Yeah.
Clear.
Bro, why was Diego Luna out here voicing Shadow, bro? Like, you ain't like trying to look for any other voice actors. And much respect to old boy, I'm sure he was doing his best for what he was given, but it's like, dog, what's up? Did you not have anything else? Say with the Sonic voice actor, like, bro was out here trying to sound like every Sonic iteration all at once, and I'm just like, cuz.
Well, what's wrong? You don't like Shadow Madrigal?
Shadow Madrigal. It's honestly, out of everybody's roles, I probably think Tails was the best performed. For some reason, Dr. Eggman sounded Russian or something. I can't remember. I was like,
Dr. Eggman just sounded like English was not their first language.
Yeah. Yeah, like pretty much.
I feel like the same can be said about most of the other cast, or like extra members too. Case in point, the council for GUN, some of them sound like their English was not that good, but I understand it was a small group of people that did that was in-house possibly, so I'm not going to judge too harsh on them. I'm going to leave that to y'all.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a small team. You gotta work with what you're done, but it doesn't change the fact that the voice acting's trash.
Yeah,
you could honestly.
It's rare enough you care enough about it to not play a game or not. Like you can always beat the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I won't lie. Whoever's voicing Tails was putting in all the work, and then there was like Knuckles, who had like 3 lines throughout the entire game.
Sounded like alright, I guess.
Yeah, that's about it. I can't really judge
But like,
over 3 lines.
but like, Man and fucking Shadow, you'll need to get back to the drawing board.
Yeah, because it's like
God.
Knuckles only said a storm's coming. That was it. That's all we ever heard of Knuckles the entire game.
It's just bro Knuckles, my guy. What's the even point of adding him in if he's just gonna be there for like exposition? Not even exposition, just background.
Yeah, I mean, same can be said about Rouge, except she had more lines.
Chris Thorndike voice is bad.
Dude, everything about Chris Thorndike was bad, but there was something I wanted to talk about first for that. It's funny, I didn't really pay it any attention, but Rouge actually has 2 character models I've noticed in this game. There's one where she's wearing her stealth suit, which, why? And the second one where she's normal at the end of the game, after the credits.
Huh.
Y'all didn't notice that?
No.
Huh. Maybe it's just me, but like I said, what else can really be said? When it comes to the controls, it felt like I said earlier, they tried to mash all the ideas of Sonic together, especially to differentiate both characters that you play as. I'm not going to say 3 characters because I don't want to ever think about the tornado levels ever again. Sonic has everything. He has his bounce bracelet, which allows him to bounce, his stomp shoes, his light shoes, as well as the energy grapple hook that was Chip's necklace that became his bracelet, as well as the ancient light, which I barely used. Shadow, being Shadow, has all his edgelord powers: Chaos Blast, Dash, Control, and Spear. And they made them all feel unique towards each other. Like, it felt like they were themselves, you know? Then, of course, of the boost meter. I still feel like they tried to take Sonic Adventure gameplay and mix it with Sonic Unleashed, which is not a bad thing, because let's be honest, Unleashed is fun. Contrary to what popular belief or what a lot of people think, but Unleashed is actually fun.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Is it Generations? No. I still enjoyed what I got nonetheless, but I feel like if they would have kept it with just the running levels, then I wouldn't have been so eh. But there is 1 or 2 levels in particular, or should I say part of a chapter, I can't stand, and it's the level that Dapper was introduced when he joined the collaboration, and I really did not like White Jungle's chapter at all.
You saw how blue it was.
Not just that, I mean, even the devs realized when they made the Tree Palace, they realized that this wasn't the move, because they tried to introduce that one spring in particular, but it didn't work. So much so that they, in that next update, 3.0.1, they completely removed it and swapped it out with a regular set of springs. Now, I don't mind that they want to do something where you explore just to get up higher, but when you get to a certain spot of the world itself, and you have to go all the way back down, like when you fall all the way to the bottom and try to find a way to get back up there, at least make the paths a little more open. Yeah, they're there, but certain other ways to try to get back up it are gone. Like, immediately after you do the lightspeed dash to get up to that one spot, it's gone. You can't get it back unless you respawn. Maybe this is me complaining because I sucked at the level. I'm not even gonna bullshit y'all, but I hated every second of playing that chapter.
No, that's fair. It's like, you know, I saw you play it, Mephi. Even I was getting a headache. I was just sitting there, drinking my, you know, apple juice by Stemmet. Not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Can't stress that enough.
And, you know, I was watching you struggle and all that stuff. And I was struggling with you because, holy shit, there's so much blue. You are confused. You don't know where to go. I don't know where to go, so I can't even help you. So I'm just sitting down thinking to myself, man, this could go one of 2 ways for this game. So far, it's making a left, and that's bad.
But I do, like I said, I do feel like there is some good to the game. A lot of my friends kept saying, "Don't play it, don't play it. It's a bad game," and I can see where they were coming from with that.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, I still enjoyed the little bit that I got to play. You know. like I said, when you're running, it feels actually I'm gonna tell you straightforward. Game feel when you're running, when you're doing all the other stuff, I didn't have a problem with. But the AI for the enemies are actually, some of them are either stupid, but some of them are actually really good. Like the egg clones with the guns, they said Blicky.
Blicky. God, man. I guess, even though I didn't play the game, the most I could say is that it's definitely not as bad as a lot of people hyped it up to be. It's definitely not as good as the developer tried to make it out to be. But it's definitely on the I scale. I would definitely give it a solid 6.5 out of 10 for presentation. And, you know, like you said, you like the gameplay, so that's decent enough. I will say, though, damn. Why'd you have to bring back Chris Thorndike like that?
Oh, god damn it.
I'm sorry, I can't ignore that. Why he look like Sora?
Make you ignore it either. I'm not. It's just
Sora. We'll have to fight Xehanort, shouted the Rockwards and Jocko. We really just, and it's like he only has like 2 scenes. I don't even know how he died. It's just like, oh, here's a pic of Chris Thorndike. And we go like,
it's like, oh man, where's Chris? And then just goes rip. It's like, what?
I think that's another major issue that I wanted to talk about too. The story was kind of all over the place, and they tried to clean it up in the end. Mm-hmm. And when I feel like they introduced Chris a little too late. Now, if they would have explained why Chris was there in the first place. Okay, here's my idea of this, and I may be wrong. If I am wrong, and anyone that cares to, y'all can write it down in the comments. I feel like they were trying to take what happened after Sonic Unleashed, as well as try to fuse some stuff from what happened at the end of Sonic X. So, with that being said, it was kind of very sloppy when they did it the way they did. I understand what they were probably trying to do, maybe, but Chris, if they would have just left Chris out of it, I don't really know if he really made that much of a difference in the story. I mean, yes, he did try to fuse both worlds together, and yes, he did try to solve basically an energy crisis and change Gun to stop them from being complete assholes, unless we already know that they were never going to change back from. But,
yeah.
The idea that when he crossed between the worlds, it It slowly deteriorated his lifespan as well as his body. So he, like I said in episode 6, Chris was dying the moment he came to our world because it messed him up. He literally was on a clock to try to see if he can do what he could with the time he had left.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they didn't actually
showcase that.
Yeah. And the only time we ever actually saw Chris, other than that one cutscene, was in the intro when we were looking at all the stuff on the table. Because now, going back and looking at the footage again, I did notice there was one picture of him next to Chris, but I didn't realize that was Chris.
Oh my god. It's like, listen, y'all, the development team, I know y'all are trying to do something nice. I get it, y'all wanted to make pretty much everything in like the modern Sonic lore canon. Alright, you got Adventure, Unleashed, Venture 1 and 2, all like, you know, canon, Sonic X. I get it, I do, guys, but like, here's the thing. You could have done all that without adding Sonic X in there, I'm just saying.
Yeah, especially with the Meta X and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, Exiled was actually well designed. In fact, let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Dapper, how did you feel about Exiled when they finally showed their face? Hey.
Ugh.
Oh, damn it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
What is that? What is that?
Come on, dude. You gotta give us something.
He looks... I don't know, man. He looks so weird. I like his armor, but like, what the fuck? He's like a bird thing. He looks like a Muppet. His textures are all... Why is this Muppet beating Sonic's ass?
Bro.
Why is this story so weird?
Listen.
Where is time stories?
it goes back to
What are any of this?
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I feel like the story was just all over the place, and then they try to like clean it up as best as they could in the end. But
And it did not work.
unfortunately, it didn't. It really didn't. It really didn't. Huh.
I have never seen like just like this like every time when I saw him, I thought he was a pretty decent looking villain, and he definitely probably also one of the few to actually have a good voice.
Mhm.
So props to him on that. But it's like I will say this: I sure as hell could not care about him
Yeah.
like at all. And it's like and also kind of off topic from like old boy real quick. Y'all, this is something I've said to like even like people who like this trope or these type of characters, but like stop trying to give Sonic a quote unquote shady organization. All right, Gun is not Shield. Gun is not Amanda Waller's group with Suicide Squad and everything like that.
That's what it is.
All right, yeah, thank you. But it's like y'all just got to stop that. All right, it's just not going to work out for Sonic. All right, Sonic and his homies could murk all of them with like in a matter of seconds, from what I've seen and read about all of them. So it's like I'm sorry, Gun just ain't it. They're not making the world a better place. They're actually making shit work.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe the Sonic movie will change my mood about it, like the third one, but other than that, they just ain't shit. Stop making them a thing. And this is not even just to the game. This is to everybody who like tries to do Sonic lore, including the devs at Sega. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I feel like because of that, Sega and Team Sonic has probably realized that and moved away from Gun. Because when was the last time you've seen Gun in any of the most recent Sonic games?
Not a damn thing. They should keep it that way.
Exactly. Because, I think the last time, and this might be stretching it, I think the last time we saw any gun robots or gun military stuff in any modern Sonic game has to be Generations, and before that, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy I don't see them anymore, but it just made me stop and think about it for a second. Like, wait, when was the last time we saw them?
Exactly. You just don't know. And in a sense, you kind of don't care.
Yeah.
But that's just me, though.
No, you're not wrong at all. I just really hope that... and this is just my opinion, I feel like Team Ouroboros, the creators behind the game, have figured out that if they do decide to do another game in the future, or for other projects that they're planning on doing, they've taken what they've learned from this project and realized maybe we shouldn't do that again when we make our next game. We should either A, try to figure out a good story and write it that way, and then build around that, or B, I just see this as a way for them to improve. Because let's be honest, when it comes to the physics and, like I said, game feel from what they've built, the game does not feel bad. Again, I feel like a broken record when I say this, when I'm running. Everything else, on the other hand, but this goes as a good thing to learn from. So when they do try something else in the future, which I kind of hope they do try something else in the future, they learn from their mistakes and just do something else.
Yeah.
Hell, if they decide to create their own original IP next, kind of like what Fapper did with the Spark the Jester games, which I'm thinking about doing later, or just playing those, I want them to actually take the time and just try to make something that everyone's going to talk about in the positive way. Because, let's be honest, before I found out about Sonic Omens, I heard nothing. When I did find out about it, I've heard, oh, this game is terrible. Oh, this game is ass. Hell, even one of our friends, Red, even said, this game is terrible. Why are y'all doing this? But my curiosity got the best of me, and I don't care. I'm stubborn. So, yeah, I wanted to try. I wanted to see if it was worth it or not, and I wanted to just see how bad did this game piss people off? Did it really just like? Did it really kill your cat?
They shoot your dog. They burn your house down.
I mean, really, just.
Game fucked my wife long dick.
Whoa.
Niggas really online saying this game fucked my mom and made me watch.
Damn.
This game really told
It's like
people
what?
you will
It's
never
like yeah,
achieve
whatever.
anything in
Yeah, it's
life.
like yeah, whatever. Me and Kang did that to you last week. Get over it.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
See, and the funny thing about it is we made a tape about it too, recorded and said you're the cameraman. Anyway,
Yup.
but yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. And final verdict, I say give it a shot, see how you like it, because I don't want to say one thing and push you off of it and you never play it and experience it for yourself. So I say give it a shot. If you like it, cool. If not, it's free. You're not paying anything.
Oh yeah, you are. Oh yeah, you have no financial compensation for this game. It's kind of just like, hey, play it, give your own thoughts, see how you feel. If you
Literally
want to.
try it. You have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
But
It's just
time.
like literally just multiverses, dog. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
Don't.
Live life.
Except or don't. It's just
I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Exactly.
I ain't your daddy. Do what you want.
Yeah. And with that being said, I think that pretty much covers it up.
Alright, so that being said, I just want to say, fuck this nigga Chris Thorndike. Cannot stand this bitch. Why the hell y'all try to hype him up like he was like a good character? I'm sorry. I never liked that nigga then. I ain't gonna like him now.
To be fair,
Get that weak shit out of here.
to be fair, did any of us really like Sonic X?
I liked it. I liked it when the human characters weren't on screen.
That part.
It's just like me with Transformers. I liked it when the human characters weren't on screen.
I liked it when the human characters weren't there, just like Ninja Turtles. When it just like Ninja Turtles, Michael Bay version.
Literally just that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we've ran on long enough. I'll holler at y'all later. Appreciate you.
Y'all
Cheers.
take care now.
Cheers.
Cheers. Give me your mom's number.
And bye. Hey, thanks again for sticking around all the way to the end of the video. It really does help. If you want updates on future videos and stuff like that, links down in my description where it tells you about my Twitter as well as my Discord. If you want to see anything else from me, here's a playlist of the most recent series that I finished, and this right here is the most recent video that I've done too. Take care.